I'm Mina Fuqua here on Woodward Avenue. Just within a week, the 30th annual Dream Cruise will begin, and businesses are preparing now. It was a car lover's paradise in Troy today for the Troy Traffic Jam. Here in Southwest Detroit, Forgotten Harvest is helping to combat hunger. One way is with this community choice mobile market. After years of fighting crime and defending human rights, U.S. Attorney Dawn Eisen leaves behind monumental accomplishments. Menorah and Adi, just one day away, the people of West Bloomfield are sharing how they're celebrating Hanukkah and what it means to them during this time. New at 5, a crusade to rescue those in harm's way. Forced into the life of a sex worker, more than 24 new cases in Oakland County are a part of a crackdown that also includes education for police. Today, I talked with prosecutor Karen McDonald about challenges being faced and how progress is being made.
When I met my trafficker, I fell in love with him. He was charming, he made me feel safe. And I told him all of my problems. I told him about the rapes, and he knew then how vulnerable I really was.
For human trafficking survivor Ruth Rondon, memories of being a teenager and her early 20s are still painful. She says her trafficker took advantage of their relationship, making it difficult to leave.
I was lured in, I was love-struck, I was desperate.
Her story, a stark reminder of a massive danger to our community. In Oakland County, prosecutor Karen McDonald is leading the effort to save lives. A new unit bringing 27 cases against traffickers since November, some operating out of massage parlors or motels in the Southfield area.
There's a lot of awareness about trafficking, but we still have a long way to go about educating the public.
She says holding a recent training for 300 law enforcement officers helped raise awareness. Women are often forced into sex work.
Sex trafficking and it's labor trafficking. They're bringing people in from outside this country who are not here legally and are afraid to report anything.
It's really important for victims to be able to see a non-law enforcement individual when they are pulled from their circumstances.
Jamie Ayers with Common Ground also reminding parents to watch out for kids suddenly receiving gifts from people they don't know. Common Ground is working to combat this type of predatory crime by offering food, shelter, and clothing to victims.
We can provide transportation. So if they want to go home, to their home city, then we can provide bus tickets, train tickets.
People really do care, and they want to help people who are vulnerable. These are not criminals. These people, and mostly women, are vulnerable and they need help and they need resources.
For Ruth, a loving family was the key part of a turnaround that brought a new life. She fears many in danger can give up hope, but says they should not.
Learn how to give yourself time and be patient with yourself because you're worth it.
In some cases, those convicted are sentenced to 20 years behind bars or more. Prosecutors are also going after the Johns, paying for sex acts as well. Food trucks and restaurant owners are now in competition for business. Some say it's become unfair, and the city of Detroit is weighing in on the matter. It's a sunny day in downtown Detroit with customers lining up to buy lunch at one of many food trucks. But one of the biggest beefs isn't on the menu.
It's becoming a little bit too much. I believe they're rotating between like 80 trucks. Food costs are up, everything's up, the rents are up. People are not coming to the office every day anymore, so even the volume's down.
Athens Slovakia owner George Antonopoulos telling me rising number of food trucks allowed here is unfairly cutting into his business and others who also pay property taxes and more.
Everybody come here for the oxtail. I don't think it's a problem because everybody gotta eat, and certain restaurants that's down here, people might not want that food.
Customers who frequent both food trucks and downtown restaurants like Fresh Mix Grill also offering this view.
The local businesses are great, but also the food trucks just help increase that.
If you don't support the businesses, they're not here anymore. They usually have food trucks and nowhere for the people downtown to eat.
Now they're rotating 5-6 different food trucks in one area, and they only come in between 11 to 3 Monday through Friday, which is our lunch special.
Council member Fred Durhall III agreed to talk about the issue I brought to him after hearing from stakeholders.
My team and I right now are currently working on an ordinance. Right now, there are no regulations of how food trucks operate on private property.
I also questioned Eric Larson, CEO of Downtown Detroit Partnership, who oversees parts of food truck programs. He says while they pay a fee for the summer, further review of how many are allowed is needed.
We spend a lot of time with our small business team, listening to the small businesses, understanding where those concerns are.
We're probably down 25-30%. Yeah, we've had some worries, of course. We've been here through the thick and thin, through COVID.
Again, restaurants like Athens say that they just want to stay in business and maintain a level of fairness. In downtown Detroit, Mina Fuqua, 7 News Detroit. We are learning more about a deadly shooting that shook Royal Oak this weekend. Today, Nathaniel Rockwell was arraigned on several charges, including first-degree murder. Investigators say Rockwell is a tenant at the Devon Hill Apartments on Crooks Road. On Thursday, he allegedly got into an argument with a neighbor and ran for his gun. By the time he returned, the neighbor had run off. That's when police say Rockwell turned the gun on an innocent bystander identified as Gregory Hill, a maintenance worker at the apartment. Detroit police are investigating 2 teenage boys accused in a series of car thefts. Police tell us the suspects are 17 and 14 years old, and they may be responsible for carjacking too. A fake gun was recovered when the suspects were taken into custody. We are just days away from Detroit's primary election, and early voting is now closed. Tuesday will be your last chance to cast a ballot in the primary, including for a new mayor.